it's time for the 5th Critique Hour! Now, what is Critique Hour, you may ask? If you didn't know what this was a journal series on my DeviantArt, but now it's in video form, so you can hear my amazing voice, look at my beautiful face. Isn't that great? I take 3 to 5 submissions. Here are the ones for this week, and as you see, I'll try my best to complain about them. But I complain about them in a constructive way. At least that's my hope. If you would like to have your piece, critiqued by me, here's how you do it. Here are today's topics, and let's go! Alright, first piece will be Dragon Girl Reina by Jonas. I hope it's pronounced Jonas. See, I've never had this problem of not knowing how to pronounce usernames before. So, oh well. So the prompts here are quite obviously to do with anatomy. Now keep in mind, my anatomy isn't exactly the strongest either. In fact, I really only started studying properly very recently, a couple months ago. So I'm still not very good at it, but I still hope I can show something useful to you guys. So let's identify the issues. First of all, there's shoulders here are very stiff with no volume. The waist ratio is from the Victorian era, with the corsets and all that. There's the pelvis is it seems like it's completely missing. The legs are super sick. I used to have this problem too. Off proportion arms here, and the arms are also uneven in length. And of course, there's a few more. So you could try to solve all these problems one by one, but the real issue here is a fundamental lack of understanding in anatomy. So here's where my redraws come useful. So I start with a circle for the head, just like most of you I'm sure. But then I go straight to the body after that. So first up will be the rib cage, that will help me out with the chest area. A line to show the angle of the shoulders, then another for the angle of the hips. They are going in opposite directions, and that helps make for more interesting poses. Okay, a heart shape here to indicate the pelvis, and the leg bones that extend out from the sides. Okay, drawing the collarbones, and here I actually made a mistake, so first sign of me not actually knowing what I'm doing too much. I drew the ribcage a little too high here. The collarbone here is supposed to come from the top of the ribcage, but in the end I just kind of drew it slightly below that. Oh well. Then some slanted lines here for the muscles here that connect the neck and the shoulders. Be sure you have this muscle here, or it's not a 90 degree because of the existence of this muscle here. Okay, more thin lines for the arm bones. Each bone is about 1 head long. The face, this is not a face tutorial, so we just skip over that. As you can see, when we talk about anatomy, we are not just talking about, just drawing the bodies just straight up. We are talking about the underlying structure below what you see. So here we go for the bones and the muscles. In the end, then we have the outfit and all the extra stuff. So when people say to study anatomy, it's not just drawing bodies over and over and over again. I mean, that's figure drawing and it helps a lot. But it's also helpful to really look deeper inside, understand how the body works, how it's made, and that will help you, make poses that, draw poses that make more sense and look good. So arms and legs are pretty complicated. I do not know how they work perfectly myself. All I know, as of now, is that there's this bicep muscle here, there's a shoulder here, some bit thicker for the forearms here. The elbows and the wrists are very bony, so they are the thinnest parts. there we have it. This is the finished body. Since we already have a a body over here, drawing the outfit on top of it should be easy enough. Add in some, extra details. And we're done. See, isn't that easy? Doesn't speeding things up make everything look so easy? I wish I could draw in like 10 times speed too. But in reality, this took about 1.5 hours. Okay, alright, let's do it again with this piece, Kesha Again, by ukancmyheart on DeviantArt. Okay, let's do this again, alright? Put in the head, ribcage, pelvis, other stuff, and you have a finished body after, a lot of sketching and cleaning up. Who cares about that? I'm a bit lazy, so I'm not going to do the outfit. You can do it with the link in the description below. The PSD file will be down there. So again, my anatomy is not too good. There's a few problems with this one. I think I gave the ribcage here too much depth, and the chest area is something I don't really understand myself yet. So you can try this yourself. Okay, the next piece is commissioned Mayoomi by TheGoldenBudgie on DeviantArt. So this piece, I only picked it for one reason, and that is how the hair here is shaded. I get what they're trying to achieve here, detailing all the, these various hair strands. So that, man, it is personal taste, obviously, like everything else in art, but I have a problem with it for these reasons. Okay, it's very hard to show what I mean without a redraw, but I'm too lazy to do a full colored sketch right now, so we're just gonna look at the other pieces I've done. Alright, here's my latest one. The light is coming from this way, so the parts there are lighter, here is darker, and over here it's somewhere in the middle. And here's how I do those little details. You see here, these are like little colored ribbons. They're all smooth colors. There's a lot of colors. I use a lot of colors for everything. They're all going down. They're very clean, they're very smooth, and they look really nice, at least in my opinion. That's why I draw like that. Okay, to be honest, I'm not too sure on how to explain how I do hair. I don't even put highlights on hair, unlike most anime styles. So if you're gonna follow my advice, please just keep in mind the style that I work in, and see if you can apply it to yours. The next piece is this unnamed one by Noirpoet on DeviantArt. This seems like some sort of demonic butterfly thing. Well, creature painting isn't my forte. I don't even practice on creature painting all that much, but I'll try my best. Alright, so to me, this painting here doesn't feel like it has any focus, which is a strange thing to say, especially when this creature demon thing, I'll just call him Jimmy, alright? When Jimmy here is taking up most of the frame, is right in the middle of the frame, and yet it doesn't feel like Jimmy has a lot of presence in the frame. Well, to show what I mean, I think it's time for another redraw. So looking at the piece, there's a few features that I want to focus on. Most importantly are these big, not that big actually, red horns, and the little demon eye in the head over there. So I've been playing way too much Magic the Gathering Arena recently, and there's a certain other big horn dragon that's making a mess over there right now. So let's just bring it over here. First, a frame to help with containing our new Jimmy, a cross here to help with the centered composition, and unlike what I usually do for sketch paintings with it like this, I'm not too familiar with it, so I'm gonna do a sketch first. Right, the original is very symmetrical, and as a general rule of thumb, symmetry is boring. So I'll use the wings here to, mix it up a little bit, hopefully add more interest in the piece. Onto the painting, I fill the canvas with a single color. This is what I call the primary or the main color of the painting. The reason I do that is so that I have something to base every single other color choice off of. And this color will be the thing that ties the whole painting together. Now I want some sort of an aura around Jimmy here, so I'll start tossing in random colors. I'll add in some blue, some purple since that's the background color of the original, and red as is the color of the wings. Oh yes, now look at those colors, look at it! Look, our dear Jimmy here is not even in the picture and I already love this piece, okay? Come on. You can't deny that, can you? Okay, now it's time to actually put Jimmy back into the painting. Alright, it's time to really emphasize, bring the oomph into this painting. Right, I wanted to do that on the horns in the eye, right? It's time for some color dodge! Alright, now we add the other stuff like the wings. Really, I should have went like the furthest back layer to the front one, which means I would have done the background, then probably would have done the wings next instead of drawing the body first. But whatever. I did what I did, just have to deal with the consequences. Now in the original, there's some little very faint white lines there. I think they're going for sort of a wind effect, those action lines. So I think I should do that as well. Okay, it ended up more like a halo-y effect. more or lens flare or whatever you call it. But no, I'm satisfied with it. Alright, and we're done! This, looking at it again, I feel like I drew Jimmy dark mode, but you know, I'm not complaining, I still like it, so. And that's, you know, every full critique I'll have for you today. So I got quite a few submissions on the last critique album, and you know, I just wanted to feature a few more of them here. First up, Travis Strikes. Again! Look at it, it's really freaking cool. I know you want me to critique this, but I got nothing, bruh. This is just really good. Okay, look, I think it's the best piece in your whole gallery, honestly. Next, screenshot Asri and Esi by belphekit on deviantart. It's really full of personality. Over here, you can tell the dynamic between the two just from their facial expressions alone, and that's a great success. Right, Powerful by error-artistry. This is really cool too, but if you want me to critique this kind of thing, I honestly don't know. It's too stylized. I cannot find anything to say, but it's really good, so I'm featuring you over here. And that'll be really everything I have for today. Again, you can submit your stuff here, or if you're doing it on DeviantArt, there's a link in the description below, please submit there. Now these videos aren't free, you know, but luckily for you, you can pay me an exposure by subscribing and sharing this video with literally everybody you know. And finally, you know, I hope you learned something. Alright, actually, no, screw that, you better have learned something. This shit took way too